Alright, so we'll read the next one of Trash World news and then we can go back into the game. Let's read this. Trash World Kitchen. You're a hacker. You live in the network. Physical reality doesn't matter. You're a mental construct, a presence, a soul without a container. Hmm. Well, maybe that's your ideal, but right now I have some bad news. You're still in a physical body. Shit. And that means you have to feed it, take care of it, etc. You know the drill. After a while that gets boring and you don't really think about it anymore. Maybe your experience with this aspect of living beings and ends begins and ends with getting some snacks and soda from last stop. If it does, don't worry, this column isn't going to be about cooking that requires tons of money, gourmet ingredients, or pro kitchen equipment. That stuff is boring, plus it just doesn't feel right given the world today. We need a school of food preparation that results in tasty food but works fully without this post. Well, post whatever society it is we are living in now. We're gonna start simple, presenting dumpster donuts. Sounds very tasty. Yes, you read that right. You're gonna liberate the perfectly good donuts you throw away every day at stores that sell them. Or if you aren't going to be able to stomach the idea of eating something out of the trash, pick them up when they're marked down for being a day or two old. Either way, these donuts are still fine, probably just a little stale. Here's where the trick comes in. Use the broiler. The what? The broiler. It's a feature of your oven, and here you're going to learn how to use it. Normally, your oven attempts to heat evenly throughout the inside, but putting it on broiler mode turns on an element at the top that radiates a ridiculous amount of heat down at whatever is directly below it. You use it for making things crisp at the top or around the edges, the final touch. It's the step that makes the chicken's skin crispy, the cheese melted and bubbly, the lightly singed edges of a salmon steak cooking rocks. The reason this works is that the broiler toast for the outside of the donut, which makes them taste better while caramelizing any icing or glaze on top, which makes it crispy and extra delicious. You can also do this in a toaster oven, although it probably won't caramelize the icing like a broiler would. Do not use a push down toaster. The icing will drip down and burn and fill your house with smoke and or fire. Okay, now you have amazing warm donuts are absolutely free or cheap. There's a ton of great dishes you can finish off in the broiler, but we'll get to all that stuff later. For now, enjoy your upgrade donuts. Take your dumpster or discount donuts, microwave them briefly until they're soft inside, 10 seconds for single donut. Put them on a metal tray or sheet of tin foil. Turn on your oven's broiler mode. Put them in your oven and adjust the racks so donuts are about 2 inches below the broiler. Keep the oven door open. Watch since the broiler works hot and fast. Take out the donuts after they start to brown before they burn, 1 to 2 minutes. Boom. And this is Passing Resemblance, part 1. It's the last one. We'll read this after we're done with our next mission. Load it up. There we are. Find and hit a specific file for Ember 2. So now we're doing actual missions for medicine now, real work. Can friendship exist without self-interest? Why couldn't it? There'd be no point if there weren't benefits to the parties involved. But maybe it will make sense if I see this in the wild. Anyways, there is a particular file I need you to locate here. Don't concern yourself with whatever else you happen to see. It's all obsolete. Really? What the hell is this? Some Russian place. Find file 276 in the network and bring it back to your host. Note that EXA cannot grab a file that is being held by another EXA. Simu research system agents is just a bunch of numbers and text. Oh, so it's there. Okay, we need to kill it. Right? So we link 800. We link 801. We link 801 again. We link 801. We kill. We grab 276. Then we link -1. Link -1. Link -1. -1, -1, -1, link -1 again. And then halt. That should do it. So we're gone. What the hell is this? Why are we holding? What is that? Is that a gun? Boom. Oh yeah, it's a gun. We killed it. We grabbed it and we came back and halt. Done. It's in a different one every time. Okay, so that's not. Yeah, so it's in different endpoints. Okay. Okay. So we need to figure out where it is. Okay, because it can be at multiple endpoints. It can be either 800, 801, 801, 801, 800, 801, 801, 800, 800, 801, 800, 801, 800. So we need to go to each one and check for the existence of this thing. Right? So there was something about let them die, right? Here, don't be afraid of letting your EXs error out, crash, die. Invalid file access. EXA tries to terminate it, but now you know the file isn't there. Okay, so this is one path. So we need to figure out. So 800 is common. Then I can either choose to go 800 or 801. So every time it has two options, right? And if it goes here, errors out. The other one needs to take the other path, right? So it needs to create another EXA, transmit a value, let's say 2 to it. So if it is 2, it needs to choose the second one here. 800, 800, 800. That's 800, then 800, 800, 800 is 3. 800, 800, 801. Then 800, 801. Okay, so it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. 0, 0. Yeah, it's freaking binary. Come on, man. 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, then 1, 0, 0. Okay, so it's binary. Okay, it's just binary. So I have to figure out how to make binary code and then pass. Yeah, if it is 0, then pass to 800. If it is 1, then pass to 801. Sure, but so let's kill fail. What happens here? It goes here, goes here. Kill, grab, come back, done. Then it goes here, goes here, goes here, goes here. Kill. Doesn't do anything. Then grab, which sends a file ID not found error and kills it. Okay. So perhaps we can have a controller that's monitoring where each of my EXAs are going, right? So it can every time look for a value. If it gets a value, it can halt itself. If it... No, that doesn't make sense. Because the EXAs will go kill and try and kill themselves, right? That's what's going to happen at the end. They'll go over somewhere and kill themselves. Maybe when this comes back, it can transmit a -1 to go there, and then it can transmit -1 if it has found it. But we only know if it has found it once it executes the grab instruction. Right? If the grab fails, then it won't matter. And only if it tries to grab will we know. So there's nothing to check like, hey, does this file exist? Or did something die when I hit the kill instruction, right? So is test, repair, replicate, yeah, here. Jump to specified label in the copy. Okay, so I don't know what label in the copy means. If an EXA is holding a file when executing a repel instruction, the file will not be copied and will remain held by original EXA. Halt will terminate kill to another EXA and prioritize EXAs created by the same user. If there is more than one possible target, the target will be chosen in an unpredictable manner. Okay. Then test MRD. If this EXA could read from another EXA without pausing, set the T register to 1, otherwise set T register to 0. We could use that, I suppose. Create and grab a new file. Grab file specifier ID. Copy the ID of held file into the register. Seek, void, drop, wipe, test. Anything following the note, then nope is do nothing. Rand is done at random number between first and second operands, inclusive, and stored result in third operand. We don't want to do that. It is indeed interesting, but we can send it in every single one. We can create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EXEs, each with different code to go and come back, and as soon as it halts, you know, it'll that will actually work. Okay, we will just need to like, so let's see, this one can be 800, 800, 800. This will be like the worst solution, right? But it will work. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. We got 8 EXEs. Each one has slightly different code. So that is 0, 0, 0, 1. This one can have. This one is 1. Then here both of these will be 1. In this case only this one is 1. In this case this one is 1 and this one is 1. In this case this one and this one are 1. Then in this case all three are 1. So this will work, right? Each of these will go and try and kill and bring back. It'll work, but it's not. Yeah, size resolution 88 exceeds the size limit for this task. 50 was not eligible for histograms or leaderboards. Test run data, leaderboards. Yeah, so this is too big, right? Now there is a way to do it with 2, I believe, but that will mean instead of having static values for where it should go, we make a server, right, which stores certain values and sends them out every couple of times. What we can do is we can send out. No, because we need to like, I don't know, man. This is dangerous. A lot of figuring out going on in this stuff, you know. The goal is bring it here, no matter where the test they people put it. Although is it never in 1? No, it is in 1 sometimes. Okay. So, with it being binary, so I need something to transmit a number. Right, so either, so it just has 3 numbers maybe in a list. You know what? Yeah, that should work. And once it transmits, so yeah, this guy, so let's say we have another EXA. Alright, for now we'll just store this code over here. So what this thing needs to do is make, how do we make a new file? Creates and grab a new file. We don't know the name of the file though. Okay, so what if we make? Like what is this? What is this file? Make new file. Okay, we can't give it a dang name. Then I copy, let's say 101 into file, drop. Let's see what happens here. It's 400. Is it the same every time? Yes. Okay. Okay, so if it is this every single time, so now your code, you know, it's easy enough, trash this. So it creates a file, it puts in 000, right? And it drops it. Then we mark loop That will be copy X, or copy like let's say M to X, and then we will check here. Test X is equal to. Do we even need to test? Because if it dies, it's not going to respond. So this will only be like, okay, I've reached. That will be the response this will give. Maybe I'll just make it wait. So it makes this, copies this to it and drops it. What then? Then it waits for something to come from the heavens. And if it doesn't come, but we can't expect no output, right? It can send an output when it reaches, be like, okay, I've reached. Whew. All right, this is a real brain buster, huh? Real brain buster. So we can create one as a controller, which is what I was trying to do here. It goes there, it sends a signal, which this picks up. Now this thing doesn't know at this point whether it is there or not. It just sends, okay, iterate. Then it will kill and try and come back. How do I, if I create a new one, right? Right, when it replicates, REPLL, how does that work? Okay, so then I drop replicate L. What is to the specified label in the copy? I don't know what this means. Jump to specified label in the copy. What does this mean? Create a copy of this EXA and jump to specified label. Oh, I see, that's the code. Okay. Ah, I see. So it can hold a certain amount of code. So I can say replicate loop. Yeah, okay, I see. So we can have down here somewhere, we can have a mark. We say drone. Okay, and then drone can just have, yeah, okay. So it waits for the copy MX to come through. Or we can just make it waits for output. Let's keep you at this and see how many cycles it takes. So what about the drone, right? So before it, as soon as it starts looping, what will it do when it loops? So first it will replicate drone. So it will create a drone. And what do the drones do? They grab 400. Then they copy the value from file to X, right? Then it will drop. Okay, so this is 3 turns, right? Let's see how long it takes. Made a file, dropped it, created another one. It just has this code. This one grabs 400, that's 1 turn. Copies it, drops it, that's 3 turns. Okay, so then nope. Grab 400, let's see. Oh, right. That'll be before this. Oh, not the. Once again, I'm making mistakes. There you go. Yeah, it works. Okay, so 3 noobs. Then you grab it. Okay, then you copy whatever is in the file. Oh, but it should just be in X. Right, it should also be in X. So we grab 400, then in X we do swerves, or what the hell is it called? Not swerves, Swiz, S-W-I-Z. Swiz. Okay, so swizzle the value of X. So basically what we are doing is, if it is 0, make it 1. If it is 1, make it 0, and keep changing it. So Swiss X 1, so we want just the first value. Into T. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can just put it in T. So the first bit is pushed into T. Then we will test. We don't even need to test. Jump if false. False jump into bit 1, and here we can create a mark. Bit 1. Okay, for now copy MX, we can just remove. Okay, so if it is 0, jump here. That's what I'm doing here. Is that what I want? No, if it is 0, we just want to add 1 and end it, right? Yeah, if it is 1, we want to make it 0 and keep going. Yeah, okay. So if it is 0, it will just go here. The first bit is 0. Then it will make the first bit 1. Okay, so it will just do addy x1x, and then we just continue on with our life. Right, this is for the first bit. Now if the first bit is 0, what do we do then? Sorry, the first bit is 1. If the first bit is 1, then we will say addy -1, let's just say, to x. Okay, so this first bit then clears out, becomes 0. Oh yeah, and put it in x. Or we should just say this, x -1. There's no subby, right? Oh, there is subby. Okay. Then we'll subby x -1. Add value of first to second. First to second. So this is 2. 2 will be added to this. So it should be. So x will be minus to -1. No. So I think we want this -1. Or we just want 1. X. Okay. So 1 will be removed from x and then put into x. There you go. So that's subby 1. So 1 will become 0, right? But this is an increment. So 1 will become 0, and now the next step we need to check. Okay, so that will be Swiss x 2t. Okay, then f jump Then we want something called bit 2. Wait, won't this be after? Yeah, sorry, this is my bad. This will be after the false jump. Will subby. So, grabs 400. It checks the first bit. Okay, if the first bit is 0, it adds 1 to it and that's it. If the first bit is 1, then it will go here, it will subtract the 1, then it will check the second bit. Space x2t. We can probably loop this, by the way. Yeah, I can probably put this in a loop because it is basically the same thing. Happening 3 times basically. For 1, 2, and 3. Although where the hell am I gonna store the counter, huh? You thought about that? Because X is being used and T is being used. That really makes sense. Okay. Why is the size not available? Oh, I guess because we're going to be creating, replicating stuff. The size come up now, it's 19. Okay. So the second bit it takes. Then if the second bit is for now 0, so false jump to bit 2. Let's create a mark bit 2. Okay, so then if the bit 2 we need to add x 10x. Okay, so bit 1 is 0, we just make bit 1 was 1. Okay, we just do that, and then we jump to end. Okay, and then this can mark the end here. Mark end. Okay, so this is bit 1, bit 2 needs to be changed. Jump to. So what will happen here basically? First of all, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0. That's fine. Then it's going to be 0. It will pick it up. Okay, it will grab. It will check the first value. It will be 0. It will go here. It will make it 1 end. Then it will do it again. So it will pick it up again. Right, it will wait for 3 turns. Then pick it up again. Then check the first one. First one is 1. Right. So then it will continue here. It will subtract the 1. So that will become 0. Then it will go for this one. Then if this one is 0, that which it will be, it will add 10 and then go to the end. That will be 0, 1, 0. Now if it is 1, then it will subby 10 x x. Right? It will remove 10, meaning the second digit will now be empty. Now it will switch x 3x. Okay. Oh, sorry. SWI. Oh, SWIC. Switch the third one. Oh, sorry, and it'll put it in T. My bad. Then it will false. I might be able to reduce the size, but for now it's fine. False jump it to bit 3. And we create it here. Mark bit 3. So here it will add 100. Oh, sorry. Add x 100x, and then jump to the end. Otherwise, it will subby 100xx. I mean, it should never reach here. Yeah, okay, it should not reach here. Is the thing. False jump to bit 3 and then jump. Or we don't even need to false jump. Or we don't even need to squeezy then. Right, because it should only ever. Okay, so let's see. So this the third bit, which is this one, will only change once. It will be 0, 0, 0. Oh, sorry, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 times. Right, then at one point, because how is this gonna work? It will be 0, 1. It will be 0, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. Once it hits 1, 1, both of them are 1, as we saw here. It will go over here. That will be the end, right? Yes, it should be. Yeah, so we don't even need to switch to the third one. It should be 10. Then, if it is false, this means both of them are 1, right? Because both of these are 1 at this point. Then just do this. If we find as both are 1, you know what? We then subby this, add this, and jump to the end. Right? Boom, jump to the end. Okay. Because if bit 1 is not 0, if bit 2 is not 0, meaning both are 1, then make bit 2 0 and then make bit 3 1, end it. Yeah, and then this should just do it. Right? So this code, okay, empty lines don't count. Okay, good. That allow me to do some logical separation here. So yeah, this works. So let's just see this in action. Creates one, it's got 0 in it. It grabbed it. Why didn't it replicate another one? What? Replicate drone. Nope. The drone left it. Drone's out of instructions. Bit 1, it adds 1. Oh, by the way, I put it in X, but I never I never dropped it afterwards. Shit, okay. So this is mark end. So at the end, what do? We seek -1 because we did copy. Oh, where did we copy? Oh, we don't need to copy, it's maintained in 1. Okay, so sorry, it's maintained in X. So then all we need to do is copy X into F and then drop it. Okay. So let's see, it creates it. It dies. We dropped it. We pick it up. What? It should keep going. Oh, I didn't loop. Okay, sorry. So then we need to loop this. So then we jump. Loop. Okay. It goes there, creates a replicate. So the replicate works, right? The replicate grabs it, copies 0 into X, dies. Now this thing has 1, it drops it, goes back, creates a drone grabs it, this drone now has 1, dies. Now this has 1 0, takes it as 1 0, 1 1. Oh, the logic is wrong. This has 120 in it now. Okay, 1 second. How does that work? Why was it 120? It's working perfectly here. 1 10. Then 10 should become 11. 1 1 basically. Then in this case, subby. Oh, it's not. Oh, I got it wrong, I think. Yeah, it's. Here should be 1, here should be X. Okay, this is X, this should be 10. Okay, now let's see. So creates, that's 1, that's 1 0, That's 11. Then it becomes 10. It becomes 100, 101, 110, 111. Then it becomes 200. It should not. It should never reach that long. Okay. Which is fine. I can keep producing. So then, now what do these replicates do? So they copy FX. Okay, and then you drop. Okay, that's fine. Then you also will swizz X1 and put it to T. Then if it is false, jump to first, then we'll create a mark first. Okay, also yeah, it should be fine by the way. Okay, so grab 400, copy F to X drop, switch the first one, then if it is false, then jump to mark first, and then if this first, then we link 800. We will need a marker also, which we can't get because it has to happen 3 times and 3 times only. Yeah, because X has instructions which goes to T, which we can't use to add anything else. Okay, this should still be fine. Let's see. So this, otherwise it will just link 801. Okay, and then we will create a mark. Second path. Okay, so then if it links 801, then you wanted to jump to suck path. I hope I don't run out of lines. Okay, second path. So that is no, sorry. Okay, before you do this, first of all, just link 800, right? So you should always go here. Then you decide whether you want to go here or here. Then do it again for here or here. Then again for here or here. Do it 3 times. Okay, so right now, let's say this one is here. Then it needs to do it again. So swizz. Okay, so like this again. But this time we take the second one. Then do this, but this will be second mark second, so it will jump there, which will allow it to link 800. Otherwise it will link 801, and then jump T path. Now this T path can be marked here. That's the third path. Okay, so it's here in this line now. So it needs to swizz X 3T. No, we can't do it in a tank loop. I'm stupid. Okay, we can do it in a loop because 80 is fixed. We just need to fetch the last digit. Right, so we can say 800 plus either +1 or plus none. Right, based on the swizzes. I mean, let's try this. Then we can think about reduction. I think I might run out of size. Third path. Then once again, we need to do a false jump to third. Oh, we also need to go freaking back. But back is just -1, -1, -1. Yeah, this will be too big. This will be way too big. If we can do this to third, we can create third. Right, that's already at 48. So this will be 49. Yeah, I need to do this loop-wise. That is the only way, because this is already too big. It's a massive solution. I can name it, right? Oh yeah, I can. So this will be marked as third, which will ask you to link to 800. Otherwise, it will ask you to link 801. Let's see, it's max size. Does it actually reach? I think it does, right? Okay, so it's going 0, 0, 0. Also, it just keeps changing it, doesn't it? Oh, and also it's going to 300. Yeah, not exactly what I had envisioned. And it's also too large. It's way too large. I don't know, man. It's a difficult freaking puzzle. And if this one is this hard, I'm scared what the other one is gonna be. Would you say you had friends? Sure, I do. Yeah, like Gas, the Exapunks, but you never say anything to them. Do friends not communicate back and forth? Either way, this is good data for me. I never did that. Oh, I did do that. I've been exploring the phone system in my local area, and I have found some anomalies. There's one number that just beeps when you dial it. A lot of numbers do that. It's a really weird beep, though. Oh. It could be some kind of government beep. Sure. Government beep. You know what I mean. Restore a file from antiquated system. So people have done it in 20 lines? 16 lines? Ah. With 27 activities, so 27 kills. Yeah, because like my original one worked, but my original one was trash system, so I don't know, man. As a as in a real programmer, I would have more variables to work with. That's what makes all the difference. If I had like another 2 variables to work with, I could like make it, or if I could like check for the existence of file, then I could do it even better. But like this is like, because we gotta figure out a way to get the paths done, which we have. But obviously this doesn't really do good work for that. And this doesn't even work because it has to come back after that, right? So it needs to link 801, then it'll kill. So when I write kill, it gets a dang laser. Yeah, look at that. So it has to move 276 to your host, leave no trace. See, now I'm stuck. I'm stuck with this. Unless I can create one with just holds the number and does the calculation. But we have that. It's this one. It's EXA. It holds it and does the calculation, and it replicates and holds code for the drones as well. Tiring work. It's been 45 minutes. I'm trying to solve this puzzle. Terrible. I'm a bad programmer. Whatever you want to call, they might look cute. You can take advantage of that. Runtime errors. Links can change, files can disappear. There's some things you can only learn about by attempting to execute code and potentially failing. It might strike you as messy, but it's not like you're working in a big software company where you'll be frowned off for that sort of messes. Or if you are, I'm sorry, maybe think of changing your life around. You can take advantage of this in your programs when the EXAs die, which is what I'm trying to do, right? The EXA heads over this guy, it creates a file. The file stores instructions of where it has to go. Question is, do we need a file? Can't we just store the information in X? I believe that is true. We don't need to make a file at all. Right, we don't need to grab anything. Okay, now you got my brain thinking. I'm thinking now. So we don't need to create this is NOP also taking space. So what we can do is we can wait for an instruction, a local instruction that comes in from what we it can swap modes. So yeah, it needs to listen for it can just listen for a global instruction. It can just listen for a global bit coming in saying that that thing has now reached destination. It should be safe to change this. Or maybe even this, it sends out a local call. Then we can have a third one listening for a global call, which if they are able to grab the file, they will emit a global call back to 1, which will kill everything here. Right? Maybe it gets a global call of 1. Right? Then that can be the spawner. And another one can be waiting for a global call of -1. Oh, but no, we can't do that. The same one can listen for, just keep listening for calls and replicating. It gets a call, it replicates, the replica picks up this thing, starts reading it. Till then it is able to grab this, sends another one, -1, it kill, and grab and wipes, it kills, gets everything out of here and kills itself, while this thing then comes back. We'll have to do it like that. That might work. Right? I believe it might work like that. So create new EXA. Can I change your name? I can, okay. So you can be SPWA. Okay, I can just give 2 letter names. Okay, so you're SP and you are CO. Okay, so you're the controller, you are the SP. You're the spawner. Okay, so you will have all this spawner trash. Okay, but it should not be this long. Okay, we're still at size 45. It's not made a difference. So what are we gonna do then? Can I change this code? I don't know. I don't think so though. So if I can't change this code, so what is this? Okay, we don't need the notes. Okay. So it'll just run through the loop. Well, it needs to send, first of all, copy from X into M, right? So take whatever the X and start transmitting it. Transmit it locally too. Okay. While you will copy from M to X. So you take the local call that this thing sends out, put it in X, and then replicate drone. Create a drone with this code. You don't need to grab 400 because you will already have the value of X. Already have the value of X. Okay, so you don't need to do any of this. Then what do you do? Link X. So let's see. You send 0 over to this guy. It creates a replica. Oh, right. We need to mark loop here. And then this will jump to loop. Okay. Now it's waiting. I'll have to optimize even this code as well, and this code, right, with the bit 1, bit 2 stuff. It works, but it's kind of trash. The thing is, because sometimes we're always adding 1, right? But if it is 2, then we are adding 10 or 100. You know what I can do? I can check if it is greater than a certain value. So like the first one will be 0, add 1, that is the normal case. Then if first one is not 0, if first one is 1, we can say, well, check if it is greater than 9, let's say, the value. Oh no, if it is, yeah, make it 0, check the value is greater than 0. So if it becomes 0, 0 in the first case, then it won't be. Then add 10. Otherwise, add 100. That might work actually. You know what? Let's try it. Copy X to 5. We don't even need to do this anymore also. Or drop. We don't need to do drop or anything. Anyway, that's beside the point. It's still long. So what I talk about, I have forgotten everything I spoke about. Usually I was able to figure out a solution by the end of the episode, but now I've been stun locked. Like, is it supposed to be easy? Because if it is, then I'm dumb. And if that is true, then I don't know what to do about that information. Maybe I'm just dumb. Because this game makes you feel like that. The Eureka moments are now gone. That were there at the start. Now you're in the am I dumb moments. Maybe this one is particularly hard, but I doubt it. Maybe I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around the concept of this thing and creating the steps to go there. So, put my brain in overtime again. We will mark, then we copy from X to M, it will be 0. Then we check the first bit. Then we check if it is false, right? So let's this much is fine, right? And then like we'll even remove this line. Okay. So it checks the first bit. If the first bit is 0, it adds 1. Easy peasy, no problem. If the first bit is not 0, then it will subby x1x. Then let's say it will test if x is greater than 0, right? Then it will false jump. Oh, but no, if x is not greater than 0, then it should go to bit 1. Now, how can it not be greater than 0? Oh, I guess if it is... Shit, no, my head is all screwed up. Yeah, I can't figure this out. Oh, what is the next one? You see Berkeley. There's another file I want to grab. They tried to wipe everything clean, but luckily there's a set of backups. Always keep a backup, am I right? Sometimes it's good to obliterate. If your memories had backups, you'd remember more of your past. Just saying. Maybe it's good I don't remember. Locate the specified host, either tape 1, tape 2 or tape 3, and then locate specified entry Russian thing in the tape backup file in the host file 200. So this is like we want it from tape 3. This is tape 1, this is tape 2, this is tape 3. That's 800, 800. Wait, these are both 800? How do we know where we're going? So in this case it's in this tape. It could be in a different one, yeah. Okay, it's just screwing up my brain. Create a file in your host containing the entries of data. The names of target host and entry X are accessible in file 300. Legacy storage systems. Oh, they're all 200. So 200 is just data. That's what 200 is. Right, and then there's 243. Alicia Rogers, Clashy Schmidt. How's the grades? Okay, that's fine. And then this we have the Russian stuff 55. Yeah, the first one we wanted had this Russian code in it, right? 55. How do I do this? I go to 800. Then what? We keep going to 800 until we find and we check this 200. So we know, let's say we know it's in tape 3. I guess we take the last digit and then if it is 1 we go here, if it is 2 we go here, if it is 3 we go there. Although how, oh this is one way. Ah, okay, if it is tape 1 we do it 1, 2, 3 times. If it is tape 2, what the hell is 243 though? So that's just name, we don't care about 243. Okay, that's fine. So we go once, or we go 1, 2, 3, or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get to this tape. And then we gotta always go back. So it's always a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's always a 10 loop, right? Of 800. So we keep, it has to be 10 times basically. But at certain point, depending on which tape it is, certain points there will be different code executed. Yeah, this is easier. What the hell? We just need to grab both of these, or we need to grab 3, let's say, as the value that has to be stored, and then this thing has to be stored in X. Although again, that's two values to store. I always get screwed up how to store two values. Unless we had entirely different code for each one. And then scanning through is simple enough. Right, now what is the goal? There's a new file with all these values. Locate specified host, either tape 1. Oh yeah, because these things have 5518. So yeah, okay, legacy systems are different. But it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, yeah, so secret 34, you need to go to the beginning of the file, skip the first 3 values and read out the next 4 values in order. Because this is a tape storage system, not a hard driver. Yeah, okay, so in this case you would have to find this at the bottom, which is 5518. So go to 55. Yeah, skip the first 55 values, read the next 18, and then come back. Yeah, we can do this. It should be okay. So we could write entirely different code for every single case. Oh, we have a size of 75 though this time. That's good. Yeah, I think UC Berkeley is much easier now. So what do? We grab this, we get 3 as a value, then we copy this into X. This 3 can like go into T or some shit. No, maybe we take this shit with us. Yeah, we pick it up and take this thing with us until we reach the point we want, in which case we will wipe it, because we don't need this, right? Look the specified host, tape 1, tape 2, tape 3, then locate specified entry in the tape backup in the host file 200, create a file in your host containing the entry's data. So we'll wipe this, create a new one while we read from this. Can I pick this up? We can just create another EXA to do that work. Yeah, we don't have to go back. Just create another dang EXA. What are you talking about? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. It's been enough brain fuckery as it is. We shall see you next time.